Welcome back to Sutton Bourbon and Smoke. My name is Taylor. This is Forrest, and that's Kevin down there at the end. And today we're going to go through our list of the top 10 most affordable bourbons that we think are just delicious. You're going to love each of these, and they are not going to break the bank. These are going to be good budget bourbons today. Yeah, no, I think it's just got a little bit of something for everybody, right? Like everything you see here is going to be between like the $15. Up to like the $45 range. We try to keep it below $50, for us to be able to call it affordable. But you guys have been asking to see some of these bottles that we're going to review today. So, man, we'll jump into it. Yeah, because several of these kind of get away from you, right? You kind of get away from them, and you go back and you go like, wow, man, I remember when I did a taste test. This is one of my favorites. Yeah. I think I'm excited about this one. I think it's a good list for people who are just getting into it and don't want to like commit a whole bunch of money to it or make a big investment. And it's also good for the people that have been here for a while, that have gotten into, a more expensive taste. Like, these are still going to bring you back to your basics, bring you back to your roots. Yeah. They're really good. So, absolutely. We get caught up in the allocated products, but these taste just as good as some of those allocated products out there. Yeah. So, absolutely. And we're going to start with the Barton family. Yeah, let's do it. With our least expensive of them all, Very Old Barton. Yeah. Very Old Barton comes in around $14, and man, what can you say? It's God, for $14, it's hard to beat. Man, it's good. It's balanced flavors. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But I'm actually more excited about this next bottle you're getting ready to put out here from the Barton family. Yeah, one of Forrest's favorite at the budget level, the 1792. Yeah, the first blind that we did. I mean, we probably had too many bottles in the blind, right? We were trying to blind 15 bottles at one time, but this one actually landed at the top of the list for me. So it's a staple in my bar. I always got a bottle. Yeah, no, it's a great bottle. Yeah, I think if you really like, at least for me, I get a lot of the medicinal cherry notes on there. If you're big into that flavor profile, you're gonna love the 1792 small batch. Yeah, you're sipping on it now, right? Yeah, absolutely, and it is it's amazing. Yeah, really like it. So, like Taylor said, this one comes in at $15. This one's about $27 here in North Carolina, ABC. Yeah, absolutely. And then we're going to move over to Heaven Hill, starting off with a crowd favorite, Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond. Yep. This ranked really highly on our Bottled and Bond episode, and I think it ranks really highly among most budget bourbons. Comes in about $20-ish here in North Carolina. Man, one thing you can say about this is it's only $17, but it's got an excellent mouthfeel. It's almost creamy in a way, but I mean, you're getting those quintessential bourbon flavors. Sure. And you're getting a good product because it is bottled and bond, which means it's got to be aged at least 4 years. It's made all at the same distillery and locked in that warehouse until it's ready to go. Yeah. So. And it's easy to snub your nose at it because you think, oh, it's only $17. But you put that in a blind taste test and see where that lands. Punches well above its weight class. Call it hobo juice if you want to. It's good though. Yeah, that's good stuff. It belongs on the table. Absolutely. And next one I'm a little partial to. Still with Heaven Hill, Elijah Craig small batch. Now, Kevin over here is single-handedly keeping the Elijah Craig brand in business with his cabinet up there. We'll have to show y'all at some point. Yeah. But the small batch is where it all began. And I picked this one up today, $33. Yeah. No, I mean, I think, what can you say about the Heaven Hill brand, right? Like, they make a lot of great products. We've turned into proof hounds a little bit and kind of gotten away from this. We've stuck with some of the barrel proof offerings recently from Elijah Craig, but it's always nice to come back. I mean, we're getting a sip of it today, and I don't know. It just reminds me of like when I started drinking bourbon. This is what I cut my teeth on. Yeah. Was Elijah Craig. Yeah, like I said, as Taylor said, I've got plenty of bottles of Elijah Craig in there. Like I said, they make a great product. It's really smooth. That's a great one to have on the bar cart at all times. Yeah, if you're ever looking to bump up their barrel proof offerings, if you ever see a private barrel anywhere, that's going to be really good. So, we haven't had a bad one yet. But I think every private barrel I see, I'm probably going to pick up from now on. I haven't had a bad one, right? So. No, we're 100% on those. Next family we are moving into, Wild Turkey. We're going into the turkey distillery for the Wild Turkey 101. Now, this is a great one. One thing you can say about all the turkey products, I mean, it's got well-balanced flavors. So, I mean, you're going to get some caramel here, you're going to get some cherry. Sure. But it's not too sweet, right? You do get some savory notes on the end. But, 101, it's a workhorse, right? If I'm going to use a mixer for something, or even if, we're going out somewhere and, my wife wants a Gold Rush, like a mixed drink, and I feel comfortable taking this and making mixed drinks out of it, but also taking it for me and sipping on it as well. I mean, it's a good product. Yeah, it's a good product.
And that's one, especially for the old timers like myself. Wild Turkey was one of the staples way back, and people drinking in college and stuff. And you say, okay, I used to drink that in college. Again, similar to what we said about the Evan Williams there. Put 101 in some wines, right? Yeah. Right. Put, it's one thing that, again, you can kind of snub it on price, or I think it's Wild Turkey.
What is this price at, by the way?
Boy, I got that for around that $23, $24 range. Copy. Like it was pretty cheap. And,
not bad.
And just like Kevin said, that's exactly how I first got introduced to it, was college, because I was like, man, this is cheap. We're going to love it. We've heard the name Wild Turkey before. Everybody knows Wild Turkey. And, we drank it like it was, somebody was going to steal it from us. But but now, I can sit down and appreciate it more, because it's a really good bourbon.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Well, hey, sticking with the turkey family here, we're going to bring in the Russell's Reserve. So, pretend this is the 10-year small batch. This is actually the single barrel here as well. But, I mean, one thing you say about Russell's, I mean, it's like this, but the flavor profile is just stepped up, in my opinion, right? Like, man, this is also one of the staples in my bar cart, but I mean, you can't beat it for it being around $40 here. And
I think this is our most expensive one at like 40-ish, $45.
Yeah, $45 with tax here, but for you to get like a 10-year age-stated bourbon at that price, with the flavors that come out of this, I mean, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. So
it's tough to do. We'd have the 10-year bottle here, but I killed that recently, so I didn't have that to bring.
We only got this single barrel left.
But it's tasty.
Man, keeping it moving here.
What we got?
Man, so this is actually the only uncracked bottle on the table here. This is the Old Granddad 114.
Yes.
So, Old Granddad Distillery. It's a bean product for you guys that don't know. One thing that we don't have on the table that we wanted to include here, but we killed this last weekend, it was the Old Granddad Bonded, right? So that one comes in at $26. I think you got it on sale for like 20 or something. It was on sale for
20 this week.
Yeah, 20 this week here at North Carolina ABC. This one comes in right about $30, but I'll be honest, the products aren't really that different other than proof. I think on the Bonded, you get apple and a lot of cinnamon, right? On this 114, you get apple, and I got almost like a vanilla icing.
Sure.
When we were sipping on this last weekend.
I think it's a little bit sweeter.
I would agree.
I think, Kevin, you got a little more experience than I did last weekend.
Absolutely, I did. It's a great pour. Like I said, again, another one that people like to snub. Old Granddad. I'll tell you, same thing. The bottled and bond you've seen, we did that in the taste test. Right, it was right up there at the top.
Oh
yeah.
And the 114 I think is really good. I like the little bit extra proof in it. So if it drinks really smooth, it's really good.
Sure.
No, this was nice knowing that we've kind of turned into proof hounds just a little bit, right? Like
you can still get budget proof.
Still get budget proof. Budget 114. So
absolutely.
Foolproof product. I think we're gonna actually move into Brown Foreman this go around.
Into Brown Foreman.
So this is the Old Forester Rye. We wanted this to be the Old Forester 100, but we've also killed that bottle recently, right? So, man, Old Forester 100, $27. You get the banana flavors that you always get out of some of these Foreman products, but it's not overpowered. It's one of those ones where, if I'm making a mixed drink for my wife, I'm using the Old Forester 100 the majority of the time. I'm sipping on it as a nightcap. You don't have to get into the Whiskey Row series of Old Forester for you to get a good product from them. So
it's going to have everything you're used to from Brown Foreman. You're going to get those banana notes on it. You're going to get that vanilla, all that good stuff that you're used to. It doesn't have some of the Whiskey Row series kind of adjusts and evolves over the course of that series, but that is I think at its core, Brown Foreman is that 100.
Yeah,
it's really
absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. You get that cinnamon at the end, the good cinnamon.
Yes.
Like I said,
it's an easy drink.
Flavoring at the end, good finish.
That's an old friend for sure.
Absolutely.
Now something Kevin and I think are sipping on right now. This is actually this Cooper's Crafts. Man, it's a fantastic bottle. It's $33. I think $37 out the door with tax. Here in North Carolina, but man. for people that are new into bourbon, even though this is a 100 proof product, this is one I recommend if you're getting started, right?
100%.
Like, people like to go for. Actually, I don't want to bash anything, but I mean, I think people that are new into bourbon will often go to like a Woodford product. Yeah. You know, which is the same price as this. It's also made by Brown-Forman, but this is just better in my opinion. So
it's just better in my opinion. Run to Woodford. The marketing's out there. They you know, have a ton of products, a very household name, whereas Cooper's Craft is not. Right. But at the same price point, I think that's head and shoulders above, you know, other products.
Yeah, Woodford's really smooth. Like it's not that it's a bad drink. It's just really smooth. I mean, this has that flavor punch. It's got a great flavor punch in it. Yeah. Yeah. Good caramel, good cinnamon.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I used to drink Cooper's Craft a lot when we were down in South Carolina. And this was my first sip in probably 3 years. Oh my God. And it immediately went to the top of this list for me. Like of all the ones out here, like that Cooper's Craft is far and away my favorite.
There, on that one.
Yeah, wow, man, it's delicious.
But I mean, one reason why I say this is a sleeper pick, especially at $33, you almost get like a double oaked flavor out of this. Mm-hmm. They actually put grooves in the staves. Yes. In the barrels, right? So like you're getting more surface area for the alcohol to touch it and to really soak into that wood. So like I say.
Like they double oak it in one barrel, pretty much.
Right, exactly, exactly. I mean, this one's a good one. Yeah. This one's a good one. Can't recommend it higher.
Last but not least,
what we got? Last but not least, we're outside of Kentucky here, going out to California to the Redwood Empire, and this is the Lost Monarch. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's actually a blend. It's actually a blend of straight whiskey, so it's bourbon and rye. Yeah. So, you know, it's one that I'd seen a little bit about, but jumped into this one and man, really good for the price. It's in the
$39-ish.
Yeah, something like that.
It comes in under 40.
Yeah. But a great bottle. Redwood Empire has they have the Pipe Dream, that's the bourbon, and they have the full rye, that's the Green Giant. But like I say, that is a great bottle. Yeah. All three of those are great, but I love the.
For you guys that are new into ryes, right? But you don't want like the rye forwardness of it. This one's probably a good one to get into, just because it's got that bourbon on the front end and the heavy rye spice punch right there on the end. So,
yeah, you get that way on the back end, so it's not like punching you in the face with it, but it's a good way to get into it. And Redwood Empire's putting out a ton of great stuff. I mean, I really like all their baseline, the Pipe Dream, the Lost Monarch, the Emerald Giant are all really good, but we just kind of went with the best of both worlds with the Lost Monarch. And we're just real happy with it.
Yeah, I call it Green Giant, right? That's green beans. You're right.
Emerald is a shade of green. Right. Emerald is a shade of green.
Yeah. Actually, their cask drinks are outstanding as well. So gosh, take that next level up, right? The cask drinks of these. I had those at Bin 110 in Charlotte. I got to try all three. They were outstanding, and got a couple bottles of the Emerald Giant.
Yeah, that's delicious stuff. Yep. But yeah, so this is our pick right here. If you want a list of 10 really budget-friendly bourbons that are
they're going to punch above their weight class.
Yeah, they're going to punch way above their weight class. This is a great way to start. I mean, if you had, a couple $100, you could start a really good bourbon collection with just this right here. Yeah. This is ours. We want to know what yours are. What do you think is a really good budget bourbon? What's some other stuff you want us to see? What other list do you want to see from us? Just let us know. We're happy to bring it to you.
Absolutely.
Yep. But yeah, always best way to support the channel, like and subscribe, check out our other social medias, and as always, drink responsibly.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.